It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Hardaway with it. Shaq with the screen. Wade outside. Up and in on the layup.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now, here's Oladipo. Back to Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. And he hits the jump shot. And here's Wade. Shaq with the screen. Pass to Wade. 6 to shoot. Wade, right side. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Outside Jackson. And here's Oladipo. Now O'Neal. Oladipo with the ball. A free ball. Now here's Oladipo. And it's Miami's ball. Outside Hardaway. Pass to LeBron. And he gets it to go.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Well, now let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Nate McMillan. Doris, outside Jackson. Here's Oladipo. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside Hardaway. Wade outside. Outside Hardaway. Pocket 6. Shot is off.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now, here's George. Pass to Jackson. Now, here's Oladipo. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Hardaway. And he lobs it toward the rim. Indiana trailing here. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. Pass to George. Here's Oladipo. Oladipo misses. And it's Miami's ball. Shaq with the screen. Here's Hardaway. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Jackson with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to George. It's hauled in by LeBron. Shaq with the screen. LeBron outside. O'Neal. Wade with it. Wade with it. And that one's good. He's got 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Outside, George. Now, here's Oladipo. Back to George. Clock at 4. Here's Jackson. Cut the line by Indiana. Smits. Now, here's Oladipo. 5 points in the game. For the three. Good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
The Heat with the lead. And here's Wade. He's got 6. Pass to O'Neal. Now Hardaway. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Now Jackson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Here's LeBron. Pass to Hardaway. Back to LeBron. Lets the three fly. Outside Hardaway.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Outside Jackson. Back to George. Takes the three. And yes, sir, that one drops.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And the Heat call time here. Miami trailing. Here's LeBron. Pass to Wade. Shaq with the screen. Now here's Wade. No good, unable to end this run. Oladipo with the ball. Outside Jackson. Right side George. Down low, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat making a switch here. Wade with it. He has 6. Here's Whiteside. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The Pacers making a change here. And here's Oladipo. Here's McGinnis. Here's Hibbert. And that's good off the glass that time.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
LeBron outside. Mourning. Outside Hardaway. Back to Mourning. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. And that is good.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
Here's Jackson. And here's Oladipo. Blocked. Now here's LeBron. Out to Hardaway. Left side Hardaway. And that one goes long.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Oladipo with the ball. Back to Jackson. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And here comes Tim Hardaway. Pass to Mourning. Wade. They set the pick. Three-pointer. And Tim Hardaway with the 3. He has 5. And here's Oladipo. 8 points for him. Now here's Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Back to Jackson. This one for 3. That's good. Now Hardaway. 5 points in the game. Out to Wade. He lobs it up. And the Pacers call time here. Making a change here. Indiana trailing here. Jackson with it. He has 7. Here's McGinnis. And it's blocked. Rice. Outside Dragic. Pass to Jones. Cycling. Here's Whiteside. Banked in off the glass. He's got 6.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Outside Jackson. And that one's good. Here comes Goran Dragic. Here is Whiteside. Pass to Jones. Here is Whiteside. 3 on the clock. Here's Rice. And the Heat, another 3.
You've got to be in his jersey before he catches it. You've got to deny him a catch. Otherwise, he'll hurt you from deep.
Back to Jackson. Now Rose. Pass to McGinnis. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Shot clock at 5. Rose with the ball. Here's McGinnis. 11 feet away. Now here's Dragic. Quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Heat. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys. On offense, here are the Pacers. Trailing by 4. It's stolen by Dragic. They set the pick. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rice. And the Heat, another 3.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
Here's Jackson. Here's Person. Back to Jackson. Rose with the ball. And he hits the jump shot.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Outside Dragic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Person. And here's Schrempf. Lets it go from deep. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And here's Jones. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Person. Good!
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting his shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
Now Dragic. Kicks it out to Jones. Top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Jackson. Here's Schrempf. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. No good with the layup. Now here's Dragic. Now Jones. Dragic with it. Cycling. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Heat making a switch here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And so the timeout taken by Nate McMillan here. The Heat making a switch here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Jackson. 7 points in the game. Now here's Stevenson. And blocked. Now here is O'Neal. And here's Dragic. He's got 5. Smith outside. Back to Dragic. Hands it from downtown. He's got 8.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Schrempf. Now, here is O'Neal. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Pacers making a switch here. Out to Smith. From the arc. Can't get it to go.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
And here are the Heat. Now here's Dragic. Back to Smith. Pass to Brown. And he goes in for the dunk. And so it's Indiana with it. It's a 14-point game. Now O'Neal. Now Jackson. Now Schrempf. Now Schrempf. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Jackson misses. Outside Dragic. Pass to Smith. Back to Dragic. Out to Smith. There's the triple. That one goes. Count it.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Here's Stevenson. Outside Jackson. And here's Schrempf. Schrempf with it. O'Neal with it. Brown's there. Schrempf backing down. From 12 feet out. That one wide left.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Smith outside. Dragic. Outside Dragic. Back to Smith. Shoots the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
Now here's Stevenson. Now here's Stevenson. Pass to Schrempf. Working down low. Hits the jump hook.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Here's Dragic. Here's Brown. Brown outside. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Rice. Schrempf with the steal. There's the pick. Backs down. From 10 feet out. That's good on the jump shot. Miami controlling the game. And here's Dragic. He's got 8. Smith up top. Smith left side. Again, the Heat good for 2.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Schrempf. Clock at 6. Now Jackson. 7 points in the game. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 10 points for him.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And the Heat call time here. Here's LeBron. Paul George with the steal. Hardaway. So it's the Pacers now. And the Pacers with possession here. Down by 15. Oladipo with the ball. He's got 8. Back to O'Neal. 5 on the clock. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Now here's Wade. He has 6. Pass to Hardaway. There's the lob to the hoop. And here are the Pacers now. Outside, George. Oladipo with the ball. And here's Oladipo. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the top of the key.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
Outside Hardaway. Shaq with the screen. Wade outside. Back to Hardaway. Fade away. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 7. And here's Stevenson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Oladipo. Now here's Stevenson. Here's George. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Heat making a switch here. LeBron outside. Pass to Hardaway. Back to LeBron. And he knocks down the jumper. And here are the Pacers now. 19-point game. Outside, George. Now, here's Oladipo. Now, here's Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from McGinnis.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
The Heat on offense. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Wade outside. Back to Mourning. McGinnis covering. 11 feet away. Here's Mourning. And here's Oladipo. Now Stevenson. They set the pick. Off the screen. And that one's good by Stevenson.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
LeBron outside. Pass to Wade. Outside Hardaway. Throws it up high. Now George. And stolen by LeBron. Wade up top. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Here's Oladipo. With 1 on the clock. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And that one falls for Stevenson. And we finished one half of basketball. Heat out for... As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Now Jackson. Pass to George. The tray, and that one's good. He has 6.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside Hardaway. Shaq in the high post. LeBron outside. Now Mourning. Clock at 6. LeBron. From past the arc. The shot is off. And it's Indiana's ball. They trail by 11. Jackson with it. Outside Jackson. Here's Oladipo. Fires for 3. And the Pacers another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Made with it. They set the screen. Stolen by Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here's Oladipo. Oladipo with the ball. He's got 11. Stolen by Wade. Pass to Hardaway. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Shaq with the slam. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Outside Jackson. There's a screen. Here's George. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And here are the Heat now. Right side Hardaway. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Now, here's Oladipo. Smits. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Mourning. Back to Hardaway. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Indiana trailing here. And here's George. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Right side Jackson. Oladipo. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. The 8-footer. Misses off the right iron.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
LeBron outside. Shaq with the screen. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Mourning. Tries a 3, and that one's good. He's got 9. Here's George. Now Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Here's O'Neal. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's LeBron. Back to Mourning. Pass to Hardaway. There's the 3. And again, Miami with the triple. Now George. He has 6. Outside Jackson. Now Oladipo launches it. Smits. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Timeout called, the Heat. Wade with it. He's got 8. There's a good screen. Pass to Mourning. Hardaway. Back to Mourning. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. 11 points in the game.
And another thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He does it with an attitude when he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the shooter.
Oladipo, good. The Heat with the lead. Wade with it. Back to Mourning. O'Neal with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Smits. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Pass to O'Neal. Wade with it. Shaq with the screen. Wade with it. Mourning backing down. From deep LeBron. And again, Miami with the triple.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. Lets it go with the 3. Here's O'Neal. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Back to Mourning. Now, here is George. He's got 6. Now, Oladipo. Now, here's Oladipo. Back to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him. And here comes LeBron. 7 points in the game. And here's O'Neal. Shaq with the screen. Wade. And another basket for Miami. And here's Jackson. He's got 10. Oladipo. Outside. George. To the inside. Smits. Soft touch off the glass.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Back to Mourning. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Hardaway. Rebounded by Jackson.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's George. Now Oladipo. Rocket 6. Sinks the triple. 17 points in the game.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Wade outside. Pass to Mourning. O'Neal's there. Fades. Again, the Heat good for 2.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league. Outside Jackson.
And it's Miami with the rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. Hardaway with it. Hardaway, no good. Indiana trailing here. Right side, George. Smits. Outside for Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, 10 points for him.
Guys, he's got the limp to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
And it's Indiana's ball. Outside Jackson. To the paint. Smits. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. And the Heat making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's Miami now, leading by 5. And he's going out with the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Now Rose. Smits. There's the block. Now here's Hardaway. Up high to stop the alley-oop. Hardaway. Now Jackson. He's got 10. Outside Williams. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. The Heat making a switch here. Four on the clock. The finger roll finish at the bucket. 12 points for him.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Smith outside. Beyond the arc. And again, Miami with the triple. And the Pacers with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Here's Jackson. 12 points for him. Pass to Schrempf. Back to Jackson. Here's Person. And here's the fast break. Eddie Jones on the wing. Now here's Brown. Rice. Here's Rice. And it's Miami with another. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat out front. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Jones with it. And the shot is good. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 14. Pass to Person. Here's McGinnis. Backing down. But they recover it. Outside Rose. Just 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The free throw drops for Rose. The Pacers making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here is Smith. Pass to Jones. Here is Whiteside. Here's Smith. Off target from three-point range.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Now here's Rose. McGinnis. Back to Rose. Lock at 6. Outside Jackson. The 15-footer. Good. Now here's Jones. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Here is Whiteside. Back to Smith. Pass to Jones. 6 to shoot. Cycling. Here's Whiteside. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Here's the screen. And here's Hibbert. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Rose. Pass to McGinnis. Backing him down. Shoots. And there's the rejection.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's Rice. Hits it from three-point range.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Pass to Hibbert. Here's Person. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Right side Rose. Person. McGinnis. The shot is good off the backboard.
You know, guys, when you see it come together like that, I mean, that's the offensive set you want to have. Well done.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. The Heat making a switch here. Puts it up, off the inbound, and the layup is up and in. Here's Jones. Pass to Hardaway. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Cycling. Good.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now here's Jackson. McGinnis. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Jones. Here is Whiteside. Hardaway up top. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Here is Whiteside. And that one's good.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And here's Jackson. Here's Person. From 18 feet away. Another shot. Here's McGinnis. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And I know nothing fires him up more than a huge jam right in the face of an opponent. I mean, those facials get him going. Don't discount how that can deflate the defender and the other team, too.
Here's Jones. Back to Hardaway. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam. A challenging stretch here for Indiana. Now Jackson. Pass to Person. Here's McGinnis. Takes a three. And Chuck Person good for 3. The Rifleman.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
And here's Jones. Hardaway with it. There's the screen. Now here's Jones. Knocked loose. Cycling. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And the Heat making a change here. Here's Warren. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the high post. That is good. He's got 19. And here are the Pacers now. A 12-point game. And Jackson gets it to go.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
On offense, here are the Heat. Pass to Mourning. LeBron. And it's takes that one up and powers it through. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Jackson with it. Oladipo with the ball. But he gets it back. And here's Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Wade outside. Now Hardaway. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
So it's the Pacers now. Down by 12. Outside for George. Pass to Jackson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 1 point in the game.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Wade with it. Outside Hardaway. Shaq with the screen. Teardrop shot. Now here's Jackson. Now here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning. Shaq with the screen. Here's Wade. It's blocked. Reverses. The layup good by Wade.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Now, here's Oladipo. From downtown, Miami grabs the miss. Outside Hardaway. Stripped it away. All by himself. Here's George. Shot is no good. And here is Hardaway. T-Wade on the wing. Pass to LeBron. Back to Wade. Now Hardaway. Outside Hardaway. Just 2 to shoot. The offensive rebound. And the Pacers call time here. One of the stories here.
Words for his team.
The Pacers making a switch here. And here are the Pacers now. It's a 13-point game. Outside Jackson. Inside Smith. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Heat call time here. It's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And here's Indiana. They trail by 11. Outside Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. Mourning's there. Here's Oladipo. Now Jackson. Outside for George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to LeBron. Back to Hardaway. LeBron outside. Blocked. Oladipo with the ball. Outside Jackson. Second shot opportunity. And the shot is good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Now here's Wade. Stolen by O'Neal. He uses both hands to jam it in. Here's Wade. Shaq with the screen. Goes up off the pin. And he drops him the layup off the glass. Jackson with it. Oladipo with the ball. Pass to O'Neal. Working on James. Here's Jackson. Misses the three. And here's Miami. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And here is LeBron. Here's Mourning. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. He's got 23.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Right side Jackson. Count that one.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Poked away. For three. They get it back. Smits. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And here we go with Dwayne Wade. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that... So he gets them both, and
the free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
And the break the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jackson. Back to George. The three. Nails it. And now they trail by just 4. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and the Pacers call time here. What's your take, guys? Outside Jackson. 3-pointers off the mark. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that... And so he drops them both. And here are the Pacers now. Here's Oladipo. Back to Jackson. From outside the arc. Offline. And so it's Miami.